Hi, Angela here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch another video. I'm using my G7X, and if you know, you know, I really don't like this camera. But today I want to get things done that I have been putting off. So I need to sit down and make a list about all of those things that I need to get done, and then we're going to do them, and I'm going to use this video to motivate me to do them. So I've already started off the morning. It is 8:52. I already started off the morning. I put up a video that I had a copyright claim on it. I've already turned in tracking for my campaigns. January was a very busy month of campaigns. I still need to do some blog posts and like some other things, but right now I'm so hungry and there's nothing to eat. Willie has left to go get the groceries, but that's not really going to solve my problem because I don't have anything to eat. So I don't know if I should go get something or what, but whatever I do, I need to do it before the Ty gets back because she's going to be on one today. She lost a tooth, and so the tooth fairy came, so she is spending her tooth fairy money. She is going to get a sad lesson in how far $5 actually goes. But yes. So, welcome to Getting Things Done vlog. Thank you for joining me. I made meatloaf and stuff for meal prep last week and I didn't finish eating it. So, hey, we're going to finish eating all the meals. My problem with meal prep is that I make too much food. So, turkey meatloaf, green beans, potatoes, breakfast. I should really get dressed, but I don't want to. So, pajamas it is. Happy Sunday. I need to put together a rack for my child's toys because what she has is just not working, and she's been living in her new space for I don't know, about a month and some change, and I had like a little desk hutch right here and it's just not as functional as what I need it to be. So I bought like one of those 3-tier racks, so I'm gonna put that together right now and then I'll make a list of things that I need to do. But this is definitely one of the first things that needs to happen so I can get it out of the hallway. I have a horrible case of DOMS in the over 40s and it's just killing me. But I'm trying. I'm still doing it. And I'm watching All American Homecoming because that's better than the actual All American Homecoming. Good mess. I'll never get it out. Got my cinnamon. Just a little bit. I'm gonna put some ice in this and then I'm gonna drink it. Just so you know, it is now 11 o'clock. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Here's what the final product looks like. I haven't gotten dressed. I haven't done anything besides put that thing together. And I promised my child I would take her to go out to eat for lunch. So, I'm just gonna drink my coffee and watch some YouTube, and that's just, I'm not having a productive day, and I know that's what this is supposed to be, but maybe it will kick in later. All right, so this wasn't on the list, but we are going to take Tot out of her high back booster. I think she's older now.
Yeah,
so
and now I'm 6, so I'm old enough to do TikToks.
No, you're not old enough to do TikToks. But I don't know how to. You're for somebody that wants a YouTube channel. You're not holding the thing right. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this.
And then we're gonna
right
go
now.
out for lunch.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go out for lunch. This is what she said that she wanted to do. So first, the car seat, because we've been putting it off for a while, and then lunch. A minute and a lot of vacuuming, but she's in her seat. No back booster.
Good.
All right, you ready to go to lunch?
Yay!
Where are we going?
Maybe, I don't know. Let's go to IHOP.
IHOP. All right, maybe we'll see.
Some delicious IHOP.
All right.
That was good.
Double good.
So much, yeah, and it got juice coming out of mine. Look at that.
Mommy hasn't had a quesadilla in a long time. This isn't usually what I eat. All right, we are back from, where did we go? Oh, we went to go eat lunch, and we went and had some ice cream, and now it is 2 o'clock and I am still procrastinating. I didn't make a list or whatever, but Willie is done in the kitchen, so I am gonna go meal prep, and I am gonna get used to using this camera. I don't know why it's a problem for me, but it's just, should I stop using the camera? Comment down below. I find myself using my GoPro more than I use this camera, and obviously I have another camera back there. Can you see it? That I could be using, but this one's just easier to take around. Anyway, not important. I am going to start doing some type of meal prep. I think I'm going to start with making banana bread, or I'm going to make these in the muffins because it just works better for the child. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and then I'm going to have Willie do my other stuff, but I'm going to give him a break right now because he seems tired. So let's make some banana muffins. Alright, so I just finished the banana bread. Hold on. Yeah, I just finished the banana bread, and now I'm going to do something that I don't want to do. I do not like handling raw meat. I don't know what that's about now, but like I just don't like doing it. But Willie has gone out for a walk, and I want to go ahead and start prepping my chili. This is my confession. I have probably eaten chili every single day since Christmas Eve. I don't think, yeah, because I made some for our big family gathering, and then I was like, oh, this was pretty easy to make, and it tasted really good. And then it just became, that's just been what I've made every single week because it's just easy. You grab and go, reheat it, lots of protein, and I'm good. So I think I am starting to like get tired of it, but like I haven't approached it yet. So I'm just gonna keep riding the wave until I'm done. But it's not really much different than what I would make anyway, because I would make like taco meat or whatever, and it's basically the same thing, you know. So right now I'm just riding the chili wave. Comment down below, do you like chili? And is it appropriate to eat chili? I don't know. What if this goes all the way into March? Then we're like going into spring and I'm still eating chili. So this might mean that all of 2024 I never ever see chili ever again. But you never know. There are so many ways to transform chili too. Like you can put it on just over rice, you can put it on noodles, you can put it, you know, corn chips. You could make like a taco salad type thing going with it. You know, you can put it in a tortilla. I mean, there are ways to mix it up. So I'm still riding the wave, and it's cheap. It's very budget friendly. So always a thrifty mama. My kitchen is so disorganized, it's not even funny. Like, we definitely need to reorganize it. Just stuff up everywhere. We have too much stuff that we don't use that we don't want to get rid of, because you know, when you get rid of it, then that's when you're going to need it, and then you're going to have to repurchase it. And the stuff is pretty pricey, I'm not going to lie, but disorganized. So I don't put any beans in my chili because beans just don't agree with me. I wish that they did, but they don't. Sorry, too much information. But here's our holy trinity here. Green peppers, red peppers, and onions. I'm gonna put that in here with some olive oil, and this is my base. And then I'm gonna season it with this Trader Joe's ranch blend. This is the bomb.com. Like, if you have a Trader Joe's near you, this is what you should be having. I put it in almost everything. Willie just cleaned all of the dishes in the sink before he went for a walk, okay? He cleaned it. It was absolutely nothing in there. Now he's going to come back from his walk, and this is what he's going to see. All of this. He is definitely going to be like, what the F happened? This is what happens on meal prep day. I'm just trying to be better. Trying to be better. That's it. That's all we can ask for, right? Oh, I should have turned that light on a long time ago. Anyway, let me season up my stuff, and I'll get back to you. Look, my camera was sitting in here, so like, hey. I've been shooting the crap for, I don't know, 30 minutes since I finished with my chili, but I need to work out or do something. I need to be, it's not that I'm not having a productive day. I actually am. I'm getting a lot of things done that I never ever would have gotten done. It's so back, that late. Yeah, I am getting things done, and it is like the things that I needed to get done, but I'm not really having like the most productive day. So this is kind of like how to be productive when you're not feeling productive type thing. Still gotta keep moving though. So I am getting ready to go work out right now. I just need to find a shirt to wear. Magically, it was like super, super cold. Like even last night or the night before, and now it's like 70 degrees. So we're going back into that shift of life, but that's cool. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get dressed. I'm wearing these Dick's Sporting Good things. I don't know. Last time I wore this, it made me look fat, so I might regret even like showing you that, but whatever. I'm gonna go work out now. I'm glad that I finished making the chili, but I really do need to work out right now. Definitely I'm trying to do better about working out on the weekends so that I can have a more relaxed weekday, but I'm tired, I'm dragging, and I don't feel like it. It's 4:30, so it's just a little short workout today, so it's not that much. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So here is a quick look at my new workout room. Here's the overview. So this used to be my office and now it is my workout room. Moved the treadmill in here, which was not fun to move it, but it's in here. I hung this TV by myself virtually. It really helped me lift it onto the thing, but I hung it myself. I'm so proud. Moved my bike right here so I can turn the TV this way or that way depending on, and then right here in the middle I do my strength stuff. Now I haven't completely finished the room because I haven't decided where I'm gonna move the dog. I think I'm gonna move the dog in the corner, and I have like a rack to hang on the wall to put like the yoga mats and all that extra stuff, but that's what it looks like so far. And it's much cooler to work out in here, and I found myself a little bit more motivated to come here than when it was in the other room. So it's those little things that make it possible. Anyway, I'm sitting here talking to you and I should be working out. Let's do it.
Yes, today is about recovery, about rest, about enjoying those limitations. Our resistance will not go past 50, our cadence not past 100. Let's enjoy the next 30 minutes, y'all. Here we go. Inhale from the toes to top of the head.
1 hour later.
Just finished my workout and it's one of those thank me later type things. Like it was, once I got started, it wasn't that bad. But I did feel like I was gonna throw up in the middle of that. Sunday is by far like probably my most unhealthiest day of the week because I just eat whatever, I do whatever, and I just live my life. So it's one day that I just love, and you know, I just love myself. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't put any pressure on myself or anything. So the dynamic has actually changed a little bit now that I work out on Sunday. But hey, this new thing that's going for me is working out pretty well. That's all I can say. So, and the day hasn't been like a complete bust. This is kind of more like, I guess, a balanced day in my life. Except there's no like working besides like the little content things that I need to do. I still need to write a blog post or whatever, but you know, it was pretty balanced. Look, I got some food made and spent time with Todd, and you know, you've seen all the things that I've done today. But right now I wanted to talk about the books that I read in January. Last month I read 6 books. Okay, so the first book I read was Runaway Groomsmen by Megan Quinn. Okay, so this is about Sawyer and Fallon. Sawyer is forced to like be at a wedding that he doesn't want to be at. It's like of his ex-girlfriend that's marrying his best friend, and so then he like does this big dramatic exit, like big dramatic Hollywood exit, which is for them because he's like a screenwriter or something, and he escapes to like the middle of nowhere, and he runs across Fallon, who he happened to have like went on a blind date with a long time ago, blah blah blah. So a series of circumstances lets him stay there, and he ends up helping Fallon out, and you know, things progress from there. You know, Fallon has a boyfriend and all these things. It was a very cute story. I felt like it was really well written. I mean, it's not a book that I normally would have read. I read it because it was on Kindle Unlimited, and it was at the beginning of the month, and I was just looking for something to read, and then that popped up. It was free, so I read it. So it wasn't the worst book that I've ever read, but it wasn't like life-changing either. So on here it says the quality of writing I gave a 3, the strength of characters I gave a 4, and the story, the plot I gave a 3. You know, it wasn't life changing. Okay, the second book I read this month or last month was The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery, and I think that this is like a TV show or a movie or something. I don't know. It's by Gabrielle Zevin, and it's just a literary fiction book, and I thought this was a very good book. This was a life-changing book for me. It's the story of A.J. Thickery, whose life is it just seems like it's going down in the dumps. He has nothing to live for. His wife died. He's barely making it. He owns a bookstore and, you know, in a small town, no new people or whatever, but like a series of events like keep stacking on top. Like he meets this one person and then this person changes him this way, and then like just he keeps adding these layers upon layers of his life, or of people in his life that end up changing him. And it's kind of like a story of how the most important people come into his life at the right time and change him. And I don't know, like it was a short read, but it was very like life-changing. Like the characters were so well written, the way that the plot intertwines with each other, it was just like a very, very good book. Now this is not, it's not like an easy read or whatever. There are lots of like difficult things that happen in this book, but like I feel like when I first started reading the book I thought that it was going to make me sad, but then like I was very like hopeful as as I kept turning through the pages, and it was just a really good book. I gave it 5 for everything. 5 for quality of writing, 5 for strength of characters, and 5 for plot. So this is definitely a 5-star read, and even now, like I'm thinking back, I don't immediately give books 5 stars. It's like, do they stick with me? Is this going to be the book that I'm going to want to recommend to other people? And this is definitely one of those surprise books that I read that I'm definitely recommending to you. And just like everyone else on the internet, I also read Spare. This is the Prince Harry book about his experience with the press and the royal family. I don't think I really need to tell you anything about this because Prince Harry and Meghan have been all over the place. I wasn't reading this because I wanted to know like what happened with Meghan. I've always been interested in their lives, you know, because we're like the same age basically, and we like grew up together, like watching them, but like not really knowing anything about them. So this book gave like very good insight into Harry and like his surroundings and all that, and it was just very, very interesting to see how things like played out. And you know, he makes it very clear that this is his version of events, that people see things differently and everything, but like it was just interesting to see like what the inside is actually like and how they're not really living like royals. Like it was funny, like he said that the press would always give him a hard time because he dressed poorly, but the only budget that he got for clothes was for royal engagement. So he basically shopped at the UK version of TJ Maxx, you know, to go buy his clothes, and he would have to go in there like right before they close and just like supermarket sweep, go in there and buy some clothes. So like there are very, very interesting parts of the story, and like it was nice to kind of just get to know him. So I gave it a 4 stars. I mean, it's not going to be a book for everybody. It's only good if you're interested in that and in the information. Otherwise, you know, you would give 2 craps about it and you'd move on. So the 4th book I read the last month was Election by Tom Perrotta. Is that what it is? This was a movie. Reese Witherspoon was in it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I thought that it would be a good book to read. It came on a Kindle sale, so I bought it. It was $1.99. I was like, let's do it. It was on Scribe, so I had the audiobook too, and this by far was the worst book I've ever read. Like, I have never given a book like this low of a rating, but I would not recommend this book. This is basically a book about men behaving badly, and then it involves like kids, and it's just horrible. I don't know, like there was no redeeming quality in this book. Like none of the characters were were likable, or I don't know. It just like there was nothing like good about this book, and so like I found myself just trying to get through it. I continued. I would have DNF'd it if it would have been a longer book, but this was like a very short read that took me forever to get through. And I was just, when I was done, I wish that I could have gotten my life back. And I understand that it's like a series of books, but I will not be reading the series. It's about a high school election and how like adults started intervening, and then how the kids were interacting with each other based off of how adults were acting. It was just super, super crazy. And then there was one storyline in the book that I was like, why is this even in here? It didn't make any sense. Like, it just seemed like it was going parallel. It was like telling two different stories within one book that, and like they connected, but they really didn't connect. So it was a waste of time for me. So comment down below if you've ever read it. Okay. The fifth book I read was Paper, Rock, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Everybody seems to love Alice Feeney. And I wanted to give a thriller a go, and it was available at the library. So I got this one for free, read it for free, and borrowed it. And how do I feel about this book? I feel like that we were being manipulated the entire time. And so it got to the point where we were... Okay, the story is about a couple that is having a really bad time in their marriage or whatever, but they are gifted this weekend away, and they're basically going to fix their marriage. And so the book is told from 3 different perspectives. I don't want to tell you all of the perspectives because then it's going to kind of mess up the story for you, but it's definitely between the wife is writing letters to her husband, and like, so you have her side of the story and his side of the story, and like, so like you see how their relationship grows and intertwines or whatever, but it's like this big old manipulation, and the story just keeps, it's a very slow burn to what's happening. They go to this place that is like very creepy, so like that's a huge part of the story, is like the place. And we just go back through their lives and see where things went right and where things went wrong, and it's just a huge manipulation to the point where I just didn't even care. So then when the plot twist started coming through, I was just like, so what, so what, so what? I mean, people do really like this book. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't life-changing. I don't, like, I was manipulated way too much. But the good thing, the writing of the book, like, had me wanting, like, the way that the chapters ended, had me wanting to keep read the book. But, like, I feel like that nothing really happened in the first 235 pages of the book. So then, you know, that was kind of a letdown. Like, that was another manipulation of nothing happening. And then all of a sudden, all this stuff started happening. And so the book could have been shorter, or other things could have happened in the book. I don't know. Wasn't like the best book for me, so I gave it I'm gonna give it like 2.5 basically. And the last book I read was an actual physical book. Can you believe it? Because okay, so the story is that this has been on my TBR for a very, very long time. Like, I bought this book when it was self-published on Kindle for like $2, so that was a long time ago. But then they re-released the book, and over Black Friday weekend, Target had it on sale, so I bought it. I'm glad that I did, because they re-released it and they changed a lot of things. Because, as you know, I read the book and I follow along with my audiobook, because I'm a slow reader. I'm not gonna lie about that. But so whenever I read a book, it is an investment, because I am buying a physical copy or a digital copy and an audiobook or whatever. So anyway. So this is a dark academia book. This is about I'm just going to call them magicians. I don't know if we should really call them. Okay, yeah. Each decade, only 6 most uniquely talented musicians are selected to earn a place in the Alexander Society, the foremost secret society in the world. The chosen will secure a life of power and prestige beyond their wildest dreams, but at what cost? So this group of 6 people are picked, I guess, like from college or school, or I I'm not sure if they were like in college or whatever, but they get picked to be in the secret society. They have no idea why they're picked, and they don't really know about the other people and what their abilities are. But basically, all of their abilities are supposed to work together and to fight some cause or whatever. So it's definitely a situation of everybody knows who they are, but they don't know who they are, or who everyone else is. And so, you know, they're sitting there, they're mind manipulating each other, trying to figure out what their strengths and weaknesses are. And then there's a twist about becoming an actual member of the Alexander Society. And I mean, this book was slow, but it was good because it was world building. They had to build the worlds, they had to build the characters, and on top of the 6 characters, there are other characters that you have to get to know. So like, there's a lot of background that has to be in this book. So I thought that the book was great. I'm interested in what happened. Really nothing, like, the story ended where, well, this book ended where the story should have begun, but like, I understand that they have to build the characters and they have to build the world and everything. So this is going to be a series of books. The second book is already out. It's called The Atlas Paradox. I'm going to start actually reading that tonight. I already downloaded it, but yeah, that book is really, really good. And I don't know why, but I've recently just turned into like a fantasy girl. Like 5 years ago, if you would have asked me if I would have read a fantasy book, I would never would have. But I gave that book like 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend it. It has me very intrigued to read the next book, so I'm about to hop right on this and read the next book. So those are the books that I read in January. Comment down below what you read. Give me some recommendations and all that. Yeah, so now it is 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna go fix the child some dinner, and yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do anything for the rest of the night. Like, there are a couple of things that I want to do. I want to get my schedule together. I need to send out some invoices, so that will be ready for tomorrow. Might do my to-do list, but I definitely need to work on my family calendar, so I might do that while I watch TV or something tonight. But yeah, so this has been the not so productive but productive day. I guess, you know, you have to stop and look at it in those ways. Like, what did I do? Like, even though you didn't get everything done that you wanted to, but you did get stuff done, right? So you just have to look at it that way and take every step as a win instead of trying to analyze like the bigger picture, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. All right, so let me go hop on that.